You like the cold weather?
No. No, not really. AC got to me a little bit, didn't think it did, but being blessed with those 65-degree December 30th days or something.
Are you impressed with how quickly Marcus has adapted to all the kind of fundamental stuff, aspects of the game?
Yeah, I think we talked about that a little bit. He played for a coach that really harped on defense in high school, so I feel like that played really well in his favor.
What did you think about his reverse layup by Bamba yesterday or the other day?
Shooting, getting a shot by that big fella was something to be told about, but it was a good move.
What do you think about going against Bamba?
He's really good. Obviously, he's super long, can block shots, athletic. Pretty cool to play against somebody that long. I've never seen someone with arms like that and the ability to change shots like he did. But it was cool. Just glad we could get the dub.
With the last couple of weeks, Christmas and finals and going home and then coming back, I mean, now that first Big 12 game's under your belt, does it feel like it's here? Does it feel like, all right, it's conference time?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was here, I guess, as soon as we got back from being home.
Okay.
It was like being here, see there's nobody on campus, so you kind of like, yeah, remember this from last year, like it's time, like let's get it rolling, and it was a great way to start it, getting the dub down in UT, so we're just gonna keep that rolling.
Yeah, after Stanford, Devontae said, time to go home, have a couple days with family, and then ramp it up and get going. Did he take a noticeable turn when you guys got back from break as far as intensity and just bringing everybody up, or?
I feel like they all did. That like kind of starts with coach. I mean, he's always a pretty intense person, but just kind of it's an understanding that it's time to go. Like it's conference season. This is what we do. So
Yeah.
let's take it to the next level. We kind of all have that understanding.
Sure.
Mitch, with that being said, is there like a switch that you guys like flip when you get to conference play?
I feel like it's something where like there shouldn't be, but like kind of all know it's conference season. It's time to get it done. We're playing for a lot of people that played before us and represented Kansas with this jersey on before, and we're just here to continue that tradition and keep it rolling.
How much do you guys discuss the title streak, if at all?
A little bit. I mean, just between the team when we're in the locker room, stuff like that. Not a lot when we're in practice and getting ready for games and stuff. I mean, it's kind of a understanding type thing. I mean, we know it's there, but it's all about winning games at the end of the day.
When you do talk about it, what kind of talk is there about it?
Just how impressive it is. I mean, how those guys before us were able to keep everything rolling and be able to help us get 13 straight, and now we're looking for hopefully getting another one.
When you see the Texas Tech Baylor score, and you know how good a basketball program Baylor has had for years now, as an outsider, it kind of startles you. But what is it from the inside when you see that?
Obviously, Texas Tech had a good game. Don't know a whole lot about what they got going on. I know they're returning a bunch of players. They're really defensively minded. I mean, it's easy to get some good margin of victory if you're defensively minded, because obviously the other team can't score, then you're doing something right. But it's just another game. I mean, honestly, I mean, they won. We're gonna take it like it is, and we're gonna figure out a way to. Coach is gonna game plan it. We're gonna figure out what we need to do to win.
Did you know Doak was in a lot of pain going into the game? And I guess, what does it say about his performance if he was able to right through that?
We all all kind of knew a little bit, but I mean, he just did a great job. I mean, being able to fight through, and I knew that meant a lot to him to be able to play through something like that. Showed us a lot about him as teammates and coaches, and knowing that he's willing to sacrifice feeling okay to play, and not only did he play, he played well. So it's kind of cool to see him fight through that.
How did he do yesterday, signing autographs for hours?
He was down at the other end of the line for me, so I don't know exactly. But he seemed to be doing okay yesterday, so I think the Big 12's alive.
Hey Mitch, this is way off topic, but when Shooter McGavin happens, is that something you think of? Is that something that you know going in?
And that was kind of just the spur of the moment type thing, and thought it was funny, so.
Do you try to think of those beforehand? I mean, I guess with 17 threes, you have to come up with a little bit something different.
I'd say 17 threes, you're making something new once you get about to 11. But, nah, it was fun. Gives us a little bench life.
What do you do New Year's Eve? I mean, do you guys get to have any fun, or is it all business right now? Or do you
Well,
have
if I check my calendar and weather report, it would be like negative 25 wind chill, so my butt will be right in the room.
What are your early impressions of Silvio on and off the court?
He's a good dude. I like him. He's got personality. He's I don't know how to say it. He's a not calculated. He's a very smart kid, from what I can tell. Good on the court too. I mean, athletic, good body. He knows how to play. So excited to see what he's gonna bring to the table.
What do you think your role will be with him? I mean, you're both kind of, Dokes, you're big, 7 feet, all that, but you guys are the guy that plays next to him. I mean, how can you help him along, and what do you see your role as far as not just helping him, but also on this team going forward?
I kind of see it being the same thing, just being that next spot, just helping the bigs know what we're doing.
Sure.
Even time to time, we kind of help Doak do that.
Yeah.
And if he needs to know a certain play or didn't understand a certain defensive rotation or something like that, it's kind of just helping him out, because things can get confusing sometimes, and I'm sure it'll be confusing for Silvio too, just coming into this from high school, because it's certainly a little bit different. I mean, for me, in my case, it was a little different than high school, so just helping them understand the flow of the game and what they need to be doing and where they need to be.
Are you happy for the reinforcement? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm happy with the reinforcement. It's kind of hard to play with. I mean, you only have 7 guys out there, but we were getting it done. But now that we have Silvio coming in and Sam came, and
yeah.
who knows what happens in the future, but I'm just excited for us to have our squad out there.
Sure.
You only practiced with him a couple times, but what would be the most impressive thing about him as a basketball player, and where do you think it's most obvious that he's a freshman?
I think most obvious as a freshman is something that happened to all of us, just going out there, the speed of the game, stuff like that, understanding how fast it's moving, because it's such a huge change from high school. The guards out here, the guard play in college is such a high tier, but he's big, but he's also fluid. So he does a good job of doing what coach asks him to do, and that usually translates well.
You'd be a good announcer.
Hopefully, do something like that.